Hey everyone, very good evening. My name is Viswaas. I would like to welcome everyone to my channel, Dubai Real Estate Nerd. I hope everyone is doing well today. My gratitude, first of all, to people who watched my videos. And last video was a 51-minute video, pretty long, and it was intended to be a 1 hour, 10-minute video, but I cut it down to 20 minutes, 20 minutes from that so that I don't give you a Netflix series. So see, the intent from my side, it not is I am myself a property consultant, but my intention is not to sell through the videos. Rather, even if somebody is there who watches my video and who gets the details, because complicated projects, they need understanding. This is real estate. You're not buying crypto, wherein by a click you can exit. This could be a decision that could change your life. So even if you end up buying directly from the developer or you buy from some other consultant, you should take the right decision in the end of the day. If you don't buy from me, that's fine. Sales is the last agenda for this channel. The biggest agenda for me is that I should give you a point of view wherein transparency is the prima purpose. So if you end up buying something, watching my videos, and if you understand that well, and that the objective is understood by you in a better way, my agenda is fulfilled. So one day when you'll make profit out of it, I'm very sure that you'll drop me a message, or I'm very sure that you'll remember me one day that yes, this guy understood or made me understand the project better. So similarly, in this video, I'm bringing to you a case study wherein mid-rise towers, a group of mid-rise towers are coming up in a community, in a green forest community that is predominantly known for low-rise towers. So it's a very different kind of a product, but yes, the developer has added certain things to it that makes it very interesting for me. So let's start with today's presentation related to the district buildings. District 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the name of the buildings, and coming up in Ghaf Woods, a community by Majid Al Futtaim, a retail giant. Let's try to understand the project in detail. Let's start with the presentation. So in this video, we'll be discussing about District at Ghaf Woods. As you can see, these are the 4 towers, the mid-rise towers in a community that is very famous, that was launched with the concept of low-rise towers. Now, let's check out District at Ghaf Woods by Majid Al Futtaim. The agenda of the day is understanding the location, first of all, what all is coming up in the location, what all are the benefits to invest here. As a location, how lucrative is it to invest into an apartment here? Understanding the developer is very important, because I want you all to completely understand what Majid Al Futtaim Group is, and if you haven't heard about it, you deserve to know about it as well, because they have done some good projects in the past, and I want you all to understand that as well. Understanding Ghaf Woods and District. What is District? Is this a branding, or is this a name of the building? Let's understand that as well. Who should invest? Very important, like always. So the location. And as you can see, this has been taken from the slides given by the developer. As you can see, let's start with the airport. Here is my Ghaf Woods, located right between E311 Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road and Nahyan Street, D54, major roads of Dubai, 20 minutes away from the existing Dubai International Airport, 20 minutes away from the soon to be expanded the Al Maktoum Airport. And if we see 25 minutes away from Dubai Marina, let's take it with a pinch of salt, because given by the developer, let's include 5 more minutes. 30 minutes away from Dubai Marina, 30 minutes away from Palm Jumeirah, right between IMG World's 2 huge entertainment hubs of Dubai. Right side, we have the IMG World, left side, we have the Global Village, 2 huge things. And it is approximately 23 to 25 minutes away from Burj Khalifa or Dubai Mall. Now, if we see a bird eye view of the location and what all is there in the close by, you will find Arabian Ranches, 3 villas, townhouses, the villas and townhouses, and in the villa and the Villa Nova. If you see Haven by Aldar, again townhouses, villas, and some apartments. If you see Falcon City of Wonders, villas again. So this location predominantly has been famous for villas. Al Barari, if you look at living legends, Wilds by Aldar, that was launched very, very recently, Arabian Ranches 1, Athlon by Aldar, Acres, completely villa community Arabian Ranches 2, Mudon, Damak Hills, Damak Lagoons, Remram. If you see, this complete stretch is all about townhouses and villas. Why? Because this is almost 20 to 25 minutes away from center of the city, and it makes sense for people to travel to this location to live or to feel better in living on land or buying something wherein the land belongs to you, right? So why is it lucrative now for the developer to give you something that is 25 minutes away and people are still buying it? That is 25 minutes away from the center of the city and it has apartments only inside a community. So just to give you an idea that this location will see, let's understand one thing right now, because I want to give you the perks of understanding this location or what all is coming up, what all is planned by the government. This point that you see, let me open up the pointer here. This point, do you see? This is Hamdan complex. Hamdan Sports Complex. This is Latifa bin Hamdan Street expansion coming up that will connect this location straight to Maidan. Let's check out this next slide. Wherein do you see this? This Latifa bin Hamdan Street will be expanded and it will see multiple expansion coming up in the future. So if you see, set to commence next year, the development will cover 12,200 meters from its intersection with Al Khail Road to Emirates Road. So this will be combining the Al Khail Road to, or the E44 to the Emirates Roads or the E611. So this will definitely be a catalyst, a huge catalyst for the people who are investing in this location. And 8,100 meters of bridges, increased capacity of approximately 16,000 vehicles per hour in both directions. This project is expected to reduce travel time by 15 to 20%, serving over 1 million residents. So it's very pretty densely populated for the people, and it will serve as a linking pin for people who would want to travel from here till Maidan or any place that is close to Al Khail Road, Business Bay, you could say, Dubai Hills Estate. So in future, the connectivity is definitely going to improve, and I'm very sure that the time consumed for you to travel from this location to Dubai Healthcare City, Business Bay, Jadaf, downtown will definitely be cut by at least 20%. Next. Now, this is a plot of Ghaf Woods. One more salient feature that I see here is metro connectivity coming up. Next to you, we have Global Village. This location sees a lot of tourism coming up, and they have to take a bus from Mall of Emirates. If you have been to Dubai, you must be knowing about it for sure. So here is a metro station coming up that will absolutely be bombarded by the tourism coming up from Global Village. So there is a need of a very big size metro station. And being next to this upcoming metro station is a huge factor. Bottom line or the bottom side, we have one more metro station coming in. So we are surrounded by two major roads, two metro stations coming in, a huge expansion of road coming up right next to Global Village, that is Latifa bin Hamdan Street. So 5 years down the line, we have a metro station, we have two major roads, of course, that are already there. They will, I'm sure, be improved more in some or other way because this is UAE or this is rather Dubai, and you have two metro stations as well. So location-wise, what I see is, and you're right in between the two airports. One day, if old airport is closed down, you are absolutely unaffected by that decision of the government. So I know you are 20 minutes or 25 minutes away from the major roads or from the major logistics things. And this side, if I tell you on the left side, we'll have the Etihad rail coming up as well. So pretty good connectivity coming up in the future. Next, if you see, this is the gold line coming up, and this is Ghaf Woods. I just took a zoomed one, and this is confirmed by the government. Right now, they have a plan until Academy City. After the Academy City, further expansion will be coming in. I think this gold line will be coming straight from Marina, JVC, and henceforth it will be connecting here. So you have a lot of plans from the side of the government for this particular location as such. Understanding Majid Al Futtaim. This for me is one of the very important things to explain you that how capable is the developer or the group that is presenting itself as a developer. Now, what is Majid Al Futtaim? Do not confuse it with Al Futtaim, wherein you see IKEA, Toyota, that's a different group, right? So Majid Al Futtaim is a retail, homegrown Emirati retail giant that has assets worth more than $16 billion today. Employ force of 43,000. So this group is a monster of retail shopping experience. They have business across 15 countries. Let's check out the next slide here. And as you can see, you can read it out. This is a very recent, latest article, if you could see. So the net profit for the year, or this earning before interest, taxation, depreciation, and amortization at 4.6 billion dirhams and 1% increase in revenue. Recently, they have shed out, or they have paid off a lot of their debt as well. So very strong group coming up. Let's check out their website and I'll show you what all groups they are into, or what all businesses they are into. Shopping malls, first of all, city center, if you know city center Dera, if you know city center Mirdif, if you know city center Barsha, everything comes under the umbrella of Majid Al Futtaim only. Maisam City Center. Now, if you see Mall of Egypt, Mall of the Emirates, one of the most profitable retail examples in entirety of GCC is owned by this group. And these people have more than 97% occupancy across the retail channel. That's pretty huge. If I come back and I see communities, Al Zaya, if you know Al Zaya Library, Al Zaya, that's a location, it's a big community by Majid Al Futtaim only. Al Moj in Muscat, Oman, Waterfront City, Dubai, I think this is in Lebanon. Tilal Al Ghaf, classic example of how a developer has made people incredible appreciation and has given out a classy product that was way ahead of its time when it was launched, and people bought it like anything. And this developer, for the very first ambitious project, has given incredible profits to everyone. Hotel chain, if you can see, the Aloft, Dubai Creek, Kempinski, that is right next to the Mall of Emirates, Le Meridian, Pullman. So they have the rights of all these hotels that you can see, the Westin in Bahrain, Sheraton. So they are into hospitality, communities, entertainment. If you see, the Vox Cinemas belongs to them, Magic Planet, Ski Dubai. This Ski Dubai has been instrumental in the success of Mall of Emirates as well. Vox Cinemas, it's a huge group. And lifestyle, if you see, look at the number of brands that they have. All Saints, Lululemon, Lego. You can see, if you have ever shopped in Dubai, you can see the presence of this developer or this group, Carrefour. This is a classic example of how these people have set up their business everywhere. And project management, they have a project management business as well, energy and facilities management as well. So whatever communities they make, they end up managing it themselves. That is in-house, and that gives us a lot of confidence. As I was explaining you about the Mall of Emirates real estate development pipeline, Talal Al Ghaf, soon to be completed. A lot of townhouse clusters have been delivered as well as of the day. The second project is Ghaf Woods. So right now, the concentration is towards Ghaf Woods only, mostly. Now, if you look at the retail pipelines, UAE has 16 stores coming up, Egypt, Georgia, Kenya. They are spread out in all these countries. If you see the retail thing, hypermarkets, supermarkets, lot of expansion has already been done by them. And if you look at the business overview, Mall of Emirates has occupancy of 98%. So these people, they are masters in their particular field. They know how to do the retailing, how to give you a pleasant shopping experience as well. And with Ghaf Woods, they have definitely proven one thing, that yes, they are very well versed with development part as well, and they can manage their communities, and they can make absolutely beautiful communities as well. Now try to understand about Ghaf Woods as a community. What is Majid Al Futtaim doing with Ghaf Woods? Ghaf Woods, as the name suggests, Ghaf is a variety or a species of tree. 650,000 square meter apartment only community with the DNA of a villa community. Why? Whenever you imagine a super green community, you will always think about villas, townhouses. If you remember Masar by Arada in Sharjah, if you look at Al Barari as such, so you will always remember that villas mostly get to enjoy the concept of greenery. And these people, they are coming up with such a huge, almost 70 million square feet community full of trees, and their aim is to bring in more trees than residents, and to bring in a gated apartment community of low-rise towers, dominated by low-rise towers. And it will be pedestrian friendly community. To make a pedestrian friendly community, what a developer has to do is either they provide separate parking spaces before the living spaces, or they will have to do the excavation to make parking underground. And this is what exactly they are doing. So they are providing 7 meters of excavation to provide 2 layers of parking for residents and visitors. And thanks to this excavation, a flood prevention measure is already in place from the day one. So this is one of the pictures that you can see, or one of the renderings that you can see of how the community is going to look like. Majid Al Futtaim has bought 4 nurseries in Alain and Abu Dhabi to nurture the trees, 2 in Abu Dhabi, 2 in Alain. Growing a tree is a matter of decades. So they have already started doing the process. That is what I'm telling you, that making a green community is a ginormous task from the side of the developer. So water reservation, all wastewater will be utilized. What they're doing is, below the layer, they'll be making the water vessels so that whatever waste water is collected can be filtered and can be used to nurture the greenery. That's again a great initiative from the side of the developer. So to take this initiative is not a small thing, and it requires a lot of finances, preparation, vision, and Majid Al Futtaim has everything in their kitty. So same contractor of Tilal Al Ghaf is being used by the developer. If you remember, if you know Innova, this is the contractor that is constructing the same, very same community. Tilal Al Ghaf is classic example of how beautiful townhouse and villa communities could be, and they're using the same experience here as well. Same school of Tilal Al Ghaf, the Royal Grammar School, will be constructed in Ghaf Woods as well. So it's a good news for the people who are coming up and who will be living 25 minutes away from the center of the city. My bad for the spelling of trees here. So these are all the things. They are promising of 5 degrees Celsius improved temperature. Let's see if that happens. Developer things, 3.5 kilometers worth of cycling loop, sports activities are there. Let's try to understand the master plan first of all, and then we'll understand the project that is coming up. Now, this is the complete master plan of the community, wherein we saw Serra being launched in the first phase. Serra was sold out so fast. I think it was a group of about 10 buildings, G+5 to G+8. They had to introduce one more cluster in a few days after the launch of Serra. So Cilia was also came up, sold out completely. Then came out Lasina, sold out. And then they came up with clusters, the 2 clusters of Capria East and Capria West. There are some inventory here and there, but otherwise they have been sold out. These are low-rise towers. And if you see the amenities, this is the current existing experience center or the sales center. So we enter from this side, but predominantly we'll have 2 exits as of now, entry and exits, and in future we'll have 2 more. So once the RTA approval is done and the roads are constructed on the sides, we'll have 4 entry and exit points for you. Accessibility towards the 2 major routes as well. And as you can see, this number 8 is the Global Village, and this number 10 is IMG Worlds. This side I have the metro station coming up. So it's very close to Distrikt, the buildings that we'll be discussing very soon. So in all, I mean, if I see this is left in the future and there are certain buildings that are on the outside. So all in all, we have over 7,000 apartments coming up in this community, with almost 2,500 have already been sold. So we have to understand that the quantity is coming up. So we'll have to see and we'll have to look at the exclusivity part. Whatever more exclusive can be done in this community should definitely be bought. And if you see the number 9, we have sports amenities in this location. And we have the forest pathways. If you could see here, there are a lot of cycling tracks that are here as well. And wellness pavilion, central forest, skate park, mosque, and a school that is coming up here. Finding amenities is not going to be a problem for you. Why? Let's understand more about Distrikt in this case. So what is Distrikt? Mini and modern version or branding similar to city centers. If you go to Tilal Al Ghaf, their community, I was there day before yesterday, and I saw Distrikt inside. I went inside, I had Starbucks, there's a Mediclinic. So whatever thing you want, you expect from modern supermarket, from a modern retail, an experience center, everything is found there. So what they're doing with Distrikt is, below these buildings, we'll have a huge retail boulevard that is being constructed. And above that, you will have your buildings that will have incredible amenities coming in. Let's discuss about that in the next slide. So Distrikt is basically a new branding by Majid Al Futtaim under their umbrella, in which in future, whenever they make any of the communities, they will definitely be coming up with a district concept, and hence the name Distrikt is coming up. And as you can see, G+2 podiums, that is the 2 parkings. The ground floor is all about shopping, and 23 floors that we have two buildings of this configuration, and on the sides we'll have G plus 2 podium plus 20 floors, two separate buildings. So these will not have the underground parking feature, rather they'll have their own podium feature. It's a good thing for the people. Now, if you look at the tower configuration, this is for the two towers that are coming up, right? Tower configuration, 1 bedrooms, 224 units, 2 bedrooms plus means plus with meets room, 266 units. If you look at this carefully, small and large or medium families have been the focus here. 3-bedroom, 8 units, 3-bedroom duplexes, 4 units. Garden units, that is the units right on the floor or right on the podium. There are units with bigger balcony as well. Sizes mentioned here, we'll discuss about that more. Now, ground floor retail and services. Retail area, that is 20 plus outlets. There's a pet shop, coffee shop, optics, grooming shop, music school, pharmacy, supermarket, florist, restaurants, nursery. What I mean to say is you are living 20 to 25 minutes away from the center of the city, and the developer is providing you everything below your building. So this is almost like the downtown boulevard that we have, but we are putting it inside a green community. So the definition of low-rise experience here is extremely different than what they are offering in Distrikt, and the quantity of the coming units here is less as well, and that attracts me a lot towards this particular project. Let's talk about the amenities first, or what all is there. Distrikt 1, 2, 3 and 4. Eventually every building will be opened up, I'm very sure about it. So in the building A, we have the Cloud Lounge. The Sky Gardens is on the 12th floor, and this is above the Sky Garden. So we have a Cloud Lounge that is facing towards the greenery, wherein we'll have an infinity pool on the edge. There is an outdoor lounge here as well. Now, if you look at the B or the 12th floor, we'll have a Sky Garden here that will have a residence lounge, private dining with show kitchen, communal workspace, Sky Terrace. Now, if we look at this shopping and dining experience, all these amenities are to be used by the people who are occupying these 4 towers only. So the shopping and dining experience can be done by the people who are living in the low-rise towers as well. However, these belongs to the residents only. So you have a lot of amenities at your end as well. So Tower B will have its own Sky Gardens. Tower 3 or the District 3 will have its own Sky Garden, and District 4 will have its own Cloud Lounge. So the towers on the corner with the better views will have the Cloud Lounge. The towers in between will have the Sky Gardens. Further ahead, we'll have the District Club or the clubhouse. We'll have the restaurants here as well. And there is combined podium that will give you again more greenery, access to more greenery, and way more things that are coming up here. If you look at the C, fitness studio, rock climbing wall, spinning studio. If you look at D, District Club or the clubhouse, billiards lounge, District Club, lounge and dining. There's a Vox cinema that is coming up here. There's a kids play room coming up here. What more do you want from the side of the developer, right? So a lot of things are coming up here now. This from 1 to 11, you have more amenities here. Main pool area, shaded kid pool, edible garden, organic produce, sunken pool beds, multi-use lawn. So a lot of things are coming up in this. And if this was separate towers with uncombined podiums, I would have not made this video. It gives you so much access to do so much. I mean, your social life will be, it would be a pleasure to live inside these particular units. And as you can see, the duplexes come up with their own pools as well. Giving you a closer look at the amenities. This is from the side of the developer. As you can see, 10 signature amenities for an unrivaled lifestyle. Every building will have its own amenities along with that. On the shared podium, you have the District Club, you have the billiards club, cinema space. It will definitely be smaller, an infinity pool. So you have so much being given from the side of the developer for these 4 particular towers. Now, if I go to the next one, renderings of interiors and exteriors. And for that, I visited their show apartment, and I'll be putting in the video for you, explaining you each and everything. Watch the video and come back to me. That's the space where the show apartment is, and if you can see, they have maintained this location just to give you an idea of what is upcoming in this particular community.
Let's go to the show apartment for a one bedroom for District. This is how the textures are. It looks absolutely beautiful. Let me first of all show you the interiors from a distance. Look at how beautiful it looks. And there are small elements here in the designing that really matter to me, because this makes it very good looking, you know. The design element is very similar everywhere. These electrical panels have been hidden. This is the powder room, backlit mirror, looks very nice. And if you look at this, there's a texture feeling here. If you look at this dishwasher, everything Bosch, as you can see, the chimney, the fridge. Due to the shape of the kitchen, we have a lot of space here to store. And the good thing that I see here is the plenty of space that we have in a kitchen. This is a size of a kitchen that I've seen in a lot of 4-bedroom townhouses as well. So the kitchen is very big for a 1-bedroom, very spacious actually, wherein 2-3 people can work together. I mean, of course, 2-3 people will not be needed, but if you look at this, this is very good, very functional. And let's get into the laundry space. Look at the storage that is on offering here. Other than the washing machine, do you see how much storage we have here? So that your bedrooms are clean from all the utility things. There are so many corners wherein you can beautify. And I'll tell you one more thing. This is the master bedroom. This is a garden unit actually. And just imagine you're on the 20th floor or the 15th floor. The views will be very good. And if I take you to the walk-in closet, this is an L-shaped walk-in closet. Good thing is, with the floor plans of District, we have much bigger walk-in closets. The attention to detail is actually very good. There's a lot of space wherein you can beautify these apartments. Lot of storage space in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in the layout. Lot of good things have been added in it, and the color scheme is actually very good, wherein the color scheme for me works very well because this facilitates me adding furnishing of dark color or light color depending upon what my need is. So I like this the interiors a lot.
Now, before I get into the floor plans, I would explain you about the payment plan and the pricing so that you are well versed about it right before we check out the floor plans. So the payment plan is 60, 40, 60 during the time of construction. The construction will be completed on 15 July 2029. So we have time, and the good thing is the payment plan is in such a way that you're paying 15% every year. Do you see this? 2 installments in this year, 2 installments in next year, 15 again, 2 installments in the upcoming year, 2028. I have 3 installments. And from November till July, no payments are there. So we have good gaps between the payments. As you can see, these 5, except these 5%, 3 installments, you have almost 6 months between every payment. So if you want the time factor in your benefit, this is definitely a good option for you. And if you see, the starting price is 1 bedroom 1.47 million for a normal unit, 1 bedroom unit. 2 bedroom plus maid is 2.78 million. The floor plans are really good. 3 bedrooms 4.80 million. 1 bedroom garden unit is 1.69 million. 2 bedroom plus, or that plus means the maids, 3 million minimum. 3 bedroom duplexes 5.71, and the floor plans are incredible for the duplexes. 60/40 payment plan. Let's check out the floor plans here, and then I'll be explaining you what was launched in the past, and I'll give you a critical analysis on that as well. As you had seen in the show apartment video, we have 2 different themes, Terra and the Horizon. And as you can see, the one that I had shown you in the show apartment, that is Terra, that is a light colored one, right? Wherein you can see the slab colors are like this. These are the interiors and how they look like. If you can see, glass windows have been used, the glass walls have been used, and they look pretty good. The lighting part will be very nice, and the interiors look pretty good. And if I go towards the Horizon side, the color scheme becomes a bit darker. Now let's check out the floor plans. For a 1 bedroom, the minimum size is 804 square feet. As you can see, this is my complete floor plan. I enter, foyer is pretty good size. On the left side, I have a powder room. Kitchen is pretty big for a 1 bedroom. Right side, we have a laundry, separate laundry space, so we do not have a washing machine inside the kitchen. And as you can see, living in the dining area here, what I think is 4.2 meter is the width, and 4.83 plus 1.8 is my length here. And when we open this sliding door, we have a balcony of 4.7 into 1.7 meter. If you look at the bedroom or the master bedroom space, we have a proper walk-in closet. And once we enter, we have a bathroom for ourselves. So from 804 to 917 square feet, depending upon the size, the pricing will be decided, right? And if you look at one bedroom garden unit simply means the one that has similar sizes on the inside, but we have a huge balcony or the terrace because it is on the ground floor, so that you enjoy the view of the amenities on the podium and lot of greenery as well. Now, if you look at the two bedroom plus or the plus maid's room, 1443 square feet, very good size. That's a maximum size, very good floor plan indeed. For the price of under 3 million, this is a fantastic, very good prospect. I'm very sure the units on the better located units or on the upper floors will definitely be 3.1, 3.2 million dirhams. So if I enter the apartment, pretty good size foyer, you can keep your artifacts or your you could say your shoe storage boxes as well. Left side we have a very interesting looking kitchen. I'm sure that you can modify and close it as well, so it looks very nice to me and pretty spacious for a two bedroom. If you look at the balcony space, accessible from the living and dining area, separate powder, maid's bathroom, maid's room, and inside we have the laundry space. Very good thinking from the side of the developer. If you see, this is my master bedroom, complete space with a walk-in closet and two basins, master bathroom. Looks very nice to me. It looks like a separate corner and all with glass walls. A lot of natural lighting and better views for you as well. And if you see the second bedroom, you have a bedroom here with a walk-in closet and a bathroom. Looks very nice to me. And so it's a two bedroom plus means with a maid's room. So the focus of the developer is mostly towards this one because two bedroom plus maid have always been a hot buy. This looks like a family community overall. So for me as well, this looks like a better buying prospect as well. Looking at a two bedroom plus garden unit, the only difference is that terrace part is there, or a two bigger balconies have been added to the floor plan. This also looks good to me. Less number of units, living standards will be entirely different. Rentals will also be good for these units as well. Now, three bedroom apartment, if I enter into this apartment, I mean, this is a very unique prospect for me, to be honest. 2,900 square feet. Not many units are available for this size. I'm very sure this will be a very specific requirement for a person. So I mean, for me, this is not an investor product. If you're an end user, you might end up living here for sure. So if we enter here, the foyer size is pretty big. Kitchen size is again very good from the side of developer. Dining, living, and study area is absolutely huge with a humongous balcony in this location. I think they have dedicated nothing less than maybe 700-800 square feet worth of area for the balconies only. So here is a huge balcony here. One more balcony is here. Let me simplify it for you. This location, this area is completely for master bedroom, walk-in closet, and two basins that is inside the master bathroom. If you look at the maid's room, laundry, and the maid's bathroom is here. Walk-in closet of the other bedroom is here along with the bathroom. And if you look at this, bathroom, bedroom, walk-in closet. So simply every room has its own bathroom. Everything is ensuite. If you look at this, this is the maid's area and this one is a powder room. So everyone gets to even the guest will have a good space for themselves as well. Now the accessibility of the balcony could have been given to the master bedroom. They decided not to give it. It's fine. It's up to the developer. But a lot of natural lighting will definitely be here. In every room, we have certain element of glass walls as well. Coming to the 3-bedroom duplex, this is where I really like this particular floor plan. This is very interesting, and these are very less in numbers as well, less than 10 in total. I enter that this is the lower floor. Okay, I'm entering from the foyer. There's a dining room here. There's a living room here, pretty big in size, almost villa-esque. There's a corridor that goes to the maid's room and maid's bathroom. So you have, or your maid will also have pretty good privacy. Now, if I would like to see the kitchen, this could be closed. Very good size kitchen. Again, they have focused towards giving these apartments to families, and that's a very good thing. So powder room separate, laundry room is separate. So when I take the corridor, there is one door that takes me to the bedroom as well. I will not consider this a master bedroom because when you go up, we have one more master bedroom as well. And when I come this side, I have a huge terrace and a plunge pool, not so big. When I climb up, I have a study area here and I have a master bedroom, pretty big master bedroom with its own huge, almost C-shaped walk-in closet with a bathroom with two basins. And if I see here, bedroom with its own bathroom and a walk-in closet. It's a very interesting thing for me. These all will have the view of the greenery of the community. This will look pretty good. This will be facing towards almost 50, 60 million square feet worth of area full with trees. It will look pretty good from a height. And these are on the top of the buildings. So they will look pretty decent. And now you must be wondering why I'm not showing you the floor plates because they have not been provided from the side of the developer. What I can make out from these pictures is we do not have one bedrooms on this side. One bedrooms are located on the other side of the building, facing towards the road, or rather, that's an open area as of the day. In future, we'll see some development coming up in this location. But yes, whatever is facing toward this side, as you can see, these are my 3-bedroom duplexes. And on the bottom, I'm sure we have 2 bedrooms on the corner and 3 bedrooms on the front. This is what I'm able to make out. And I'm very sure the 2-bedroom plus maid will also be a part of these as well. So let's see how the floor plates come out, and you can definitely ask me. You can definitely drop me a message if you want to know more about it as well. How does buying a high-rise experience in the low-rise community make sense to you? First of all, why? Because if I take the area, I think 90% of the area will be occupied by the low-rise towers only. So for a community that has more than 7,000 units coming up, I think more than 5,000 units will belong to the low-rise community only. First thing. So buying something in these high-rise will be more exclusive in my honest opinion. And there is a cue that I want to give you in these particular data. In this particular data, I want to derive something out here. If you look at the price of one bedroom that was launched in Serra the last year, sold out like this. 2 bedrooms, 2 million, 3 bedrooms, 3 million. Sizes were very small. This time the sizes are around not less than 800 square feet. Goes up till 950 square feet for a 1 bedroom. At that time, this was 675 square feet. So the next cluster came in, 1.3 million was the price. Similar sizes, starting sizes. So effectively, my price per square feet has not grown a lot. If I look at the launch that came in the form of Capria, 1.5 million dirhams, 829 square feet. So they jumped with the sizes. So the effective per square feet rate has not increased a lot. And this worries me a bit. Did the developer forget to increase the prices by a lot? Because 1.5 million for 829 square feet and I'm paying 1.3 million for a 600 square feet concerns me a bit. Here in Distrikt, I'm paying 1.47 million dirhams for a high-rise experience. Size is nothing less than 800 square feet. So in the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I buy. My price is oscillating around 2,000, 1,900 to 2,000 to 2,100 dirham per square feet. So either what the developer will do is that upcoming towers will be very much expensive, or the developer did not raise the price in the past by a lot. Maybe they were scared that we have a lot of inventory to sell in the future. If we increase the prices, let's suppose like EMAR, because with every tower they increase the prices, with every launch they increase the prices. They did not increase it by a lot. Jumping from 1.3 to 1.35 in the next launch and 1.5 to next, but the sizes have increased. So the effective price remained the same. So it simply means that the organic appreciation was not given to the investors by the side of the developer. So I'm very sure that the upcoming towers, whatever the sizes, I'm very sure that the per square feet rate will definitely be increased by 10% in the future. So this makes sense to me because first of all, the retail DNA of this community's developer, the retail DNA is being adopted by the developer. You are getting that. You're getting so many amenities from the side of the developer. Every tower will have its own amenities. views will be definitely better for better units. For 2 bedroom, I'm very sure 2 bedroom plus maid are the investment to make here. And last but not the least, there will hardly be any high rise or mid rise experience coming up in the community. You will see at least 30 to 50 more buildings coming up that will be very similar to Capria, that will be very similar to Serra, Lasina, or Cilia. But anything that compares to this, the retail experience, the socializing part, the better view part, the being close to metro part, the being close to school part, I'm very sure that this thing cannot be repeated in the future. So you won't have a thing that substitutes this. And what is the competition around you? When I talk about the low rise experience, the competition is Belgravia Gardens by Ellington, wherein I sold units of 3 bedroom for around 2.7 million dirhams. I understand that's a lagoon, small lagoon based community that is not a competition to this, but Ellington is a huge brand, right? And if I look at another competition given by Aldar, other than that, I don't have any competition whatsoever. So I see District having a special place in the heart of the investors for sure. So if you end up investing into the right unit here, I'm very sure that the kind of profits that I see being generated in the future will be very solid. End users perspective to invest here, excellent floor plans. If you're a family guy, kitchen sizes are lovely. As you saw, the show apartment looks beautiful. The aesthetic parts are so good. Schools, college campuses, upcoming metro, retail, and a lot of things to be around will make it a happening location for you. What more do we expect for a family, right? There are 2 metro stations that are coming up in the location. There's a school coming up inside. That's a British curriculum school, right? You have Dunecrest. So top schools are in this location. And if I look at the prospect of investors, it's a unique high rise experience in a community with more than 50 low rise buildings. Very unique. It will not be repeated in the future. Upcoming infrastructure nearby will provide robust appreciation provided the unit makes sense. If you end up buying a good unit with a good view, with a good floor plan, the infrastructure growth that will be coming up inside the community and outside the community is very substantial, in my opinion. There are over 7,000 units coming in the community. District has unique traits, as I told you. Flipping can be facilitated for units facing the community. Now, this is the point. This is the reason why I did not make a video in the past for Ghaf Woods. A lot of people rushed into buying these things because there was a time when Tilal Al Ghaf came, and people who bought something for 1.5 million ended up selling it for 4 million. They made 3 times the profit, quadrupled the profit. But that was a townhouse and villa community. This is an apartment community. You can never compare a community that has apartments. It doesn't matter. You bring the heaven to a community. It doesn't matter. The crowd matters. Crowd of apartment and crowd of villa are different. So if you think that you're investing 1.5 million here and it will become 3 million here, you're mistaken. There are 7,000 units coming up with this location. Doesn't matter how exclusive your unit is, you cannot double your money in an apartment. If you compare it with Al Barari is a product that came before time. There was nothing that could compete with Al Barari at that time. If I'm going to buy this apartment at handover of 3 million, I'll have 50,000 options with me. I can buy something in Rashid Yorson Marina as well. I can buy something in Maritime City, maybe close to Marina as well. I have a lot of options in the end of the day. So please try to understand. I can definitely make you good profits here. A apartment of 1.7 million can garner you 2.5 million as well. But if you think this 1.7 will become 3 or 4 million, you're mistaken. Don't buy this product because Majid Al Futtaim last time made 4 times profit. That's a villa community. That's a townhouse community. Townhouse buyers are families. They come up with huge mortgage support. The villa buyers, they are huge families or they are huge groups, HNIs, even with the luxury townhouses. And hence, townhouse and villas, when it is luxurious ones, they always make profits. Apartments, you can never compare. Doesn't matter if you put 100,000 trees inside, or doesn't matter if you make it the best community, unless and until there is some exclusivity put into the form with a rich crowd that occupies villas and townhouses, your community will never have the value that such communities get, like Al Barari, Jumeirah Islands. Jumeirah Island people made money with apartments because the predominant demography is the villa crowd. villa crowd might want to invest into the apartments, might want to buy an apartment. So they will definitely be bullish with it. But if you think an apartment community will 7,000 units will come and your money will quadruple, you are in a very wrong state of mind. This is an investment product for people who can hold it till the infrastructure is in place. The day the metro comes in, I see a good, whatever figure I gave to you, I see the figure will reach only when the metro station is there. So that you have a proper connectivity being set up, you have the Latifa bin Hamdan Street setting up, you have more population movement going on close to Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road, more logistics coming up, the better airport coming up, then only you will see that kind of an appreciation coming up. If you think that you're investing 1.2 million for a 675 square foot apartment and it will be 3 million one day, God bless you. And this is one of the reasons that people invested blindly over this product. This is a very nice project, but please understand the basics and how many, check the numbers at least to how many buildings are coming up there. This is definitely not an oversupply. There were people who stood in the lines outside the sales center of Ghaf Woods at 4 in the night, 4 in the midnight, to give the checks to for the units. That was one of the things, because people thought that this Tilal Al Ghaf thing will repeat. This will not repeat. I'm sorry to say this. So if you bought thinking that your money will multiply, it will become 3 times, 4 times, I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. So buy this with a level headness that in the end of the day, you will make very good profits here once the infrastructure is in place, but you will not make some astronomical figures that you have in your mind. But this is definitely a product to invest into, and hence I made a video about Distrikt, because the quantity in Distrikt is less. And I see a good potential in 2 bedroom plus mid and 3 bedroom duplexes. Definitely there is a chance. If you want to go for a 1 bedroom unit, it's not a bad product at all. So my definite advice to you all is, don't go with the gimmicks that people make to sell something to you. Use your brain, look at the quantity that is coming up here. You have some developers next to you as well. That might be a preference of someone else, right? So invest into something that suits you and be very realistic when it comes to your investment agenda. So thank you so very much for your time. I'm sure that I was able to justify this video and your time. If you have any questions, you want to take my advice for buying any property, drop me a message over the WhatsApp link that is in the description of this video. Thank you so very much. I'll see you in the upcoming very exciting videos. Bye-bye. Take care.